obviously, I am in a very, very, very good mood. And I got news for you, buddy. I got news for you for my brothers and sisters out there. It ain't just because today's my birthday, you know. It's because I sat back and I took notice of what transpired last night at that MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. I watched those New York Jets. Jets, Jets. I watched those boys go up against America's team, those Dallas Cowboys. I watched Ezekiel Elliott rush for 105 yards. Didn't matter. I watched Dak Prescott throw for 277 yards. Didn't matter. What really, really mattered was that Sam Darnold, that star quarterback for the New York Jets, the winless New York Jets coming into yesterday's game, returned from his absence due to mononucleosis and throws 23 for 32 for 338 yards, including 2 touchdowns, 92-yard touchdown pass to Robbie Anderson. And the New York Jets ain't winless anymore. 24-22 winners over those Dallas Cowboys, who have now suffered their third straight loss. And I tell you something right now. If I'm any of you folks out there, oh, you Cowboy lovers across the world, gotta tell you something. You folks are a little bit of trouble there. Things ain't too pleasant for you right now. Started off the year 3-0. Started off the year with everybody talking about how, hey, we gonna compete for that Super Bowl. Foregone conclusion that you're gonna win the NFC East. Matter of fact, less than 3 weeks ago, it was the Philadelphia Eagles that walked into Lambeau Field on a Thursday night in Green Bay, Wisconsin, talking about how it was a must-win situation. And gosh darn it, they were right. They were right. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? If the Eagles had lost that game and the Dallas Cowboys had won that Sunday matchup against those New Orleans Saints without Drew Brees, then the Dallas Cowboys would have been a full 3 games up on those Philadelphia Eagles for first place in the NFC East, and it would have been a foregone conclusion that those Dallas Cowboys were going back to the playoffs courtesy of winning that NFC East. But things don't change, haven't they? Things don't change. I happen to like that man, Jerry Jones. His birthday was the day before mine. We Libra buddies. I love me some Jerry Jones. And damn it, that guy Stephen Jones, he ain't a bad dude either. It's you Cowboy fans that I can't stand. It's you Cowboy fans that get on my last nerves. It's you Cowboy fans that usually make me want to throw up. And as I sit here now, appearing as if I'm wallowing in the misery of the Dallas Cowboys, it's not Jerry Jones. That's my buddy. It's not his son, Stephen Jones. We're going to go out for a drink someday soon. It's going to be on me. What it's really about is those sickening, disgusting, nauseating Cowboy fans out there. And I got to tell you something, when I put on this hat and you hear my drawl as I talk about y'all, I have to admit, it gives me great pleasure. There is a downside to all of this. And that is this: your frustration, your misery, your dissipated level of hope is in October. I prefer it to hit y'all around Christmas time. I prefer that y'all are miserable right around that time when it's time to open those presents. And it's time to say Merry, Merry Christmas to you all. That's when I usually like that misery hitting you. So I'm a bit upset that the misery has arrived a bit prematurely. Because what that indicates is either hope will come on down the pike, or it will eradicate or evaporate so quickly that you're able to recover to have a good Christmas and a happy New Year. See where I'm thinking? When I look at the Dallas Cowboys yesterday, here's what I say in all seriousness. Jason Garrett's got to go. He's just not that good of a coach. Now, there are people out there that's going to protect him, and they're going to talk about how he knows more about football than y'all realize. My response is, what about results? What about results? You got a 4th and 2 at the 7-yard line in the second quarter. You know you're not running the football well. Randall Cobb and Amari Cooper are out of the lineup due to injury. You can't pass the ball that great. You ain't running the football that effectively. One would think, let me get these 3 points while I can. And what did Jason Garrett do? Go for it on a 4th and 2 with one of the most predictable plays one could imagine. You don't score. You end up empty-handed. You hand the momentum to the New York Jets. And then on top of all of that, you end up losing the game by 2 points when you could have won it by 1 because you would have had the 3 points earlier in the game. On that ensuing play, not only did Jason Garrett call the wrong or, go for it wrongly and have Kellen Moore run the wrong play, but then on the very next play where the Jets had it, Sam Darnold connects with Robbie Anderson, who juked the woozy on that double move for a 92-yard touchdown catch. It was something special to behold, I must say. I must say that. It was something special. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.